I have decided. I looked at all the data, I asked myself one question, and my answer is yes!
Bananito, you asked yourself one question, you looked at one angle, and you were seen completely wrong. I heard there was a problem. I never make decisions alone. I ask the whole forest.
How many trees are in your forest?
Hundreds. And every single tree is different. Each one was trained on a different slice of the data. Each one asks different questions. Each one sees a different angle.
So each tree asks a question. Then based on the answer, it asks another question?
Exactly. Each tree is a series of questions that lead to a final one answer. But I do not ask just one tree. I ask all of them. Every tree looks at the same problem from a different angle and gives me its own answer. That is the forest. When all the trees have answered, I count the votes. Whichever answer the majority of trees chose, that is my final answer.
So even if some trees were wrong, it does not matter? Because the majority overrules them?
But together the whole tree is pursed, not that tree. Bananito's problem was not that he was stupid. His problem was that he only asked one question from one angle.
One tree is not a forest.
But why are all the trees different? Why not just use the same tree hundreds of times? Because identical trees would make identical mistakes. Diversity is the whole point.
Wait, so random forest is just asking hundreds of different decision trees the same question and going with whatever most of them say?
That is exactly right. Many trees, many angles, one majority vote. That is random forest.
One decision tree asks one set of questions from one angle. Useful, but easy to get. Random forest builds hundreds of different trees, each trained on different data, each asking different wins. That is your final answer. I should have built a forest.